Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blood Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and thank you once again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, if you want to see something on our show or you have a bright idea that you want to see us implement on the show, drop them in those comments below or hit us on any one of our social media outlets. Holler at us, we holler back. But without further ado, let me introduce you to my co-host, and he goes by the name of Mr. Steven Rubain. How you doing, sir, Steve? What's going on with you?
Happy holiday season to everyone. You guys have had a wonderful holiday season so far.
Yes.
It's wonderful time in Carolina. Nothing finer than to be in Carolina. But now I'm back in rainy LA, and so it should be an interesting Rose Bowl tomorrow. We're not used to having rainy Rose Bowls, so people are freaking out.
Sound like you was about to jump on the bandwagon, Steve. You ready to get you another Carolina hat? I can get you one.
Well, let's see how far you guys go in the playoffs. If y'all win a playoff game, I guarantee you I will put on a Carolina cap that next week. So that's my promise.
Well, hey, we'll get into that because I got a lot to say about that. I got a lot to say.
All right.
But you're back. I'm happy you're back. You had a safe travels and you're in town. So now we can meet up for lunch next week. We can meet up for lunch somewhere next week.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got to do a lot of catching up because we got a lot of real fun January coming up for you guys.
Yes, sir.
This is New Year's Eve for those who are watching this live tonight.
And all you guys,
what is your 2020 resolution? What are you looking forward to in 2026?
Prosperity and to get out to more of the people. I want Blow Those Whistle Sports to get out to more of the people. By next season, I want us by the end of the season to be at realistically, I want us to hit like 5,000 followers. 5,000 followers. Subscribers on
I think we can
YouTube and
I'm gonna shoot for 10,000 then. If you say 5,000, I'm gonna shoot for 10,000. So that's gonna be my resolution.
Hey, well, that's a good one.
I have to throw it back at you.
And that's on all our social media outlets, people. YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Yes. We want to give our social media team a workout. We want them to have to work.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
And as we love to say, please like and share.
Yes.
Spread the word. We're trying to do big things here, and we want to get out to everyone.
And all we're doing is giving y'all the truth from a fan's perspective. We're not watering it down. If we see some BS, we're gonna call them on it.
Yeah, we don't have to answer no FCC, CCC, whatever. We don't answer to ourselves. So,
and you guys know we telling the truth because we love the NFL, but we calling them on their stuff with all these networks. They got us. We have to purchase to watch a game. I had to protest this the other day on a game that was on what was on Peacock.
I'm sitting here looking on Prime Video. I'm here looking on. I'm like, why can't I get the game? I'm like, where's the game?
Man, I was.
You call me up asking me where the game is, and I'm like, I don't know where the game is.
Because I purchased YouTube to have every single NFL game is what the promise was, and I'm searching YouTube, and it's nothing coming up. Empty-handed, but I paid for it. I'm empty-handed, but I paid for it. But I'm guessing, somewhere in the fine print that I was bamboozled somehow. Hey, I'm unhappy about that. But I didn't watch that game. And it hurt.
I had to you were protesting. You were having a passive-aggressive protest.
Hey, I'm gonna have to get some more people in on it. I felt like
I'll hook it up for you.
I know you were trying to hook it up.
I'm not gonna watch it,
but I didn't want to go that way. I paid, I paid for YouTube, and then I pay for the YouTube NFL ticket. I can't just pay for the NFL ticket because I want to watch the NFL games. I have to get YouTube plus get the NFL ticket. That's a pretty penny. Plus, I have Prime. And it's still not good enough.
That's another one. No, it's definitely NFL got to work on that. There's no reason why we have to be playing musical chairs to figure out what channel to watch the NFL games on.
Makes no sense. Makes no
Makes no
sense.
sense.
But here
So, yeah,
at
I
Blow the
agree
Whistle
with you.
Sports, we gonna call them out about it every chance we get because, hey, we just want to enjoy the game, and I wasn't able to
That's
enjoy
it.
the game that I paid for. Steve, I paid for it. I paid for it, and still wasn't able to enjoy it, man.
I agree with you.
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
there with you 100%. But
Ooh,
let's
I'm
get
hot
into
about it.
this college football.
Let's go.
You should be hot. You should be hot. Let's get into this college football because, as we all know, New Year's week is a big week for college football.
Is there?
And now with this college football playoff, it's even bigger because we're going to get one game on New Year's Eve and 3 games on New Year's Day for
Are
the
you
playoffs.
the game, Steve? What's the big game?
Yeah, right now, you know me, I watch all the games. You know me, I love college football almost as much as pro. So I've been watching tonight. We have Ohio State, Miami, the first of the 4 games. And as we speak right now, the end of the third quarter, the Miami Hurricanes, 10th ranked, is upsetting the number 2 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes 17-7. Yeah.
Hey, whenever somebody's not supposed to do it and they do it, I love the underdog story. The underdog story is a great story. I love it. Love it, love it,
I can
love
tell
it.
you right now, Michael Irvin's having a heart attack right now. As much as he loves the Hurricanes,
Yes.
you know he's out there, and it's at Texas Stadium too.
Ooh.
The game's being played in Arlington, so you know he's there, and you know he's going crazy. So yeah, let's see if Miami can pull it out. They got one more quarter to pull it out, but that's the big one today. Mm-hmm. Who do you got? You think Miami can hold off?
I'm going for the underdog, Steve.
Okay, so you're going to Miami. Okay, all right. I from what I watched in the game, I think Miami's going to pull it out too. Ohio State may be a little overrated. I mean, I don't. It just looked like Miami had the bigger.
What's the score again?
Players.
What's the score?
17-7 Miami.
Yeah. Let's go.
So let's go. All right. So now tomorrow we got 3 big ones. We're going to start off with Oregon versus Texas Tech. Then we have Alabama versus Illinois. I'm sorry, Alabama versus Indiana, forgive me, in the Rose Bowl. And then the closer, the Sugar Bowl, is going to be Ole Miss in Georgia. And so that should be 3 strong games on college football New Year's Day. So you know what I'll be doing all day.
We don't have to worry about watching them on on one of these channels, do we?
No. College football is all ABC, ESPN. So
yeah.
It's real simple to find. That's what I like. You don't have to figure out what channel to go to. It's either ABC or ESPN. So that's great.
I wonder how long until they.
So that's gonna be a good New Year's Day. Yeah.
I'm upset. So I'm just wondering how long until they try to gouge us for some more money.
So,
hopefully they will keep it routine and keep it the way it is.
Yeah, college football got a good thing going right now with this playoff, the way they have it set up. There's, like I said, there's no confusion. You know exactly what you're getting yourself into. I think the only thing in college now is they got to figure out this NIL.
Yeah.
They got to work out some type of a compromise because right now it's just the Wild West. I mean, guys are just coming, playing 7 years, coming and going, playing 5 different schools in 4 seasons. I mean, that's crazy.
Well, they should have thought this out. They rushed this out for some reason when we always wanted this. Let's be clear. We want them to get paid, but it has to be some type of organization to it to where we still get a good product at least, right?
Right. A contract has to be a contract. If you sign a contract, you have to stick to the contract.
Yes.
So that's a big problem. That's a big one.
I give them 3 years to work it out.
Okay, I will too. I will as well. Well, we'll Well, we're excited this week because this. Well, it's kind of, I won't say excited. It's bittersweet. The last week of the NFL season is always a bittersweet.
I hate the way you said that. I hate that. I hate that feeling. It was here and it's gone too soon.
Too soon. And for you and I especially, because as long-suffering Panther and Buccaneers and Commanders fans, more years than not, this is like the end of your season. There's no chance for the playoffs.
Right.
Now, you this year have a different story. But for me, I got to go into another year where I got to hope my team loses so we can get a better draft pick.
Well,
that's a horrible feeling.
You guys are going to be okay. You guys are one running back away. And you know what? I'll throw in a wide receiver.
I wish it was that simple.
You said you wish it was that simple.
I wish it was that simple. We need more. We need more than that.
You think so?
We need, because number one, we're the oldest team in the league,
right?
By far. I mean, it's not even close. So we got a lot of players who, if it's not their last year is coming up next year, and so we got to start filling in them holes for players who, the Von Millers, the Bobby Wagners.
Right.
They've done a job for us, but we got to get younger. And so this is going to happen in free agency, and it's going to happen.
I disagree a little bit, but that's your thing. So you know them a little better than I do. You know them a little better than I do.
Yeah, we're old. That's one of the big problems right now is that the team is old. And like you said, like with you guys a couple of years ago, when you guys were old, you got to get those old guys out and bring in young talent. You guys have done a good job in bringing in first year, second year, third year players.
It took a while,
and you're starting to see the reaping the rewards.
Yes,
of getting younger guys. So we're going to get to that in a second because we want to get into Carolina pretty deep. But
Steve,
what's your take on the season?
The season, it was a good season, but like I said, the NFL right now is upside down, and a lot of people don't even know which way to go. And I keep trying to tell people when they ask me for my opinion that I believe it's going to be somebody that we least expect to win the Super Bowl, least expect, and if not, the Philadelphia is still wide open if they can stay strong and stay the course, because every team, I can't even put it on just Philly, but they seem like they can get it together and go with the winning formula. They have the winning formula already, so they can kind of ride it out. But if this football season has taught me anything, when it looks like you're gonna win, I don't know. It's been that creepy. That creepy. But we're gonna open up these phone lines because we had a fantasy football champ. Say it again. Okay, Steve is having a little technical difficulties. So while Steve gets his little technical difficulties taken care of, I'm gonna open up the phone lines. If you want to call in 1-909-844-4443. And I see you out there. I'm looking on our chat board. I see you. And she goes by LaShawn Davis. Why don't you go ahead and call us, sir, ma'am? Go ahead and call us. Do you need the number again? Do you need the number? Let me put the number up for you again, ma'am. Got to help people out. That's 1-909-844-4443. 1-909-844-4443. Go ahead and call in, LaShawn. She was one of the fantasy football champions from one of my leagues, and it's a remarkable story. First, she's a lady, and that's not quite the remarkable part. It's just that every time it seems like she gets in the league, well, not even she seems like she's won the entire league. She's my little sister that, most of the time she just gets in because I need an extra person. because somebody is flaky. Somebody didn't put their money where their mouth was. So then she was like, "I'll do it." And like this year, she didn't even make the draft. She came to the draft like 3 picks in, and then she ends up winning it. And then I have to hear, oh my goodness, she called me like 15 times, telling me how her story and giving me her victory speech. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. And Steve, I blame you because you played her. I blame
She's
you.
a quiet beast. No.
You could have put her out.
She does her homework. No, she does her homework. She drafts well, and I have nothing to say but the utmost respect because she gets the job done, and that's all you say. You look at her teams every year, and you're like, "Wow, she knows what
we
she's
getting
doing."
that phone call. Let's see what's going on. Brother Whistle Sports, who's calling?
It's me.
There you go.
Hey,
there you go.
There we go.
How you doing, ma'am? This is my little sister, and she won the fantasy football. What league were you in? I have about 8 of them. And could you turn your computer down in the or your phone down because I can hear the feedback now.
Okay, you know what? There's a delay.
While she's doing that, let me first say congratulations, champ. Yeah, it's a delay.
Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate that.
Oh my goodness.
I was gonna say I wanted to have.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That I think you guys should have played when I came on. Are you guys able to play music? You could do All I Do Is Win.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
that would be appropriate.
Here we go.
I think that would be really appropriate.
You're here with a little bit of extras. We need you to calm down. Calm down, ma'am. Calm down.
Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? Can you teach your big brother how to draft? He needs your help in learning how to draft because every year you draft well.
The computer did it for her. I don't want to hear that.
Happened?
She did an auto draft for the first 3-4 picks. That's what happened for her.
Let me tell you, I have to be honest about that. The past 2 years, especially with my job, I've been late and I waited till the last minute to preset my draft. And so the picks that they gave me, I was really rather disappointed about. And I feel like I shouldn't give tips because tips mean that people get more competitive. But I think the truth of the matter is, if I'm being very honest over my observations over all these years, because it said I've been doing ESPN for 7 years now, but I've been doing fantasy football for probably at least 15, at least.
Wow.
Because I just love football, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even before we were doing ESPN, this Yahoo League that I was in, shoot, I might have about 4 trophies from that. So the method, I don't think there's a method to the madness, but what I've seen to be consistent about me, which I appreciate you saying, Steve, was you got to keep up with this stuff. It's a little job to have a fantasy team.
Yeah.
And I think football is way easier than like basketball
Right.
or baseball that manages more dynamics, but if somebody gets injured, you need to replace them. You can't be sleeping on, I found myself like this year, they were like 90 minutes before the game, they'll let me know if this questionable guy is going in. You can't sleep on that stuff because that could be the difference between 0 points for the day.
Okay. Here you go. Thank you for your advice, but I don't need your advice. I win on the normal.
For my advice.
No.
Steve don't need your sour grapes.
Steve needs your help.
He was telling me to give.
This is the champion you're speaking to.
But this is just across the board for people who are trying to get the trophy collection that I've accumulated over the years.
Here we go.
I was just trying to pass on some nuggets. I also want to shout out to you mentioned me being a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just so awesome. Big shout out to Janny. Is it Janny or is it Jenny? I think it's Jan.
Janny, yeah.
Jan?
She came in second
Jan.
place.
She came in second place. And we just happened to be the only two girls in the league. So
And that's the crazy spot. That's the crazy part
I don't
about
want to
it.
toot my own horn, Steve. I really don't. But toot, toot, you know.
Hey. I appreciate you calling in. You know, we wanted to give you your shine, your flowers, because
I
it
appreciate
goes
that.
unsaid a lot of the times. And I was just like, it amazes me when you have a league full of guys that do nothing but live, drink, and feed off of football, and then you get two girls. Now I know. You said you're a diehard football fan, but who's your team? Who's your team, LaShawn?
The Pittsburgh Steelers, all day, every day.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers are your squad, and our hats go off to Mike Tomlin because he's an excellent coach. Yeah, I guess you must have learned something from him because he still makes lemonade out of lemons every year with a team that shouldn't go anywhere.
Every year. And believe it, I'm a fan, but I'm not in denial. I mean, they still give me a heart attack every week.
Yeah,
They're not their wins are consistent in terms of being above 50%, but how we win is absolutely ridiculous a
yeah.
lot of the time.
Uh,
So I'm not in denial about that. I'm not a Cowboys fan. They're delusional.
well,
But I'm not in
yeah,
denial about what Pittsburgh does to achieve what we have. But all day, every day, Pittsburgh till I die. So that
yeah.
just is what it is.
There it is, right there. Thank you for calling in. Uh, well,
Oh, thank you for having me, guys. Did you find my theme song before I
hey,
go out?
nah,
Did you guys find it?
we blowing the whistle for you. There
Oh,
you go.
okay.
And we want to
Thank
tell
you,
you
guys.
congratulations.
I
There you go.
appreciate it. You know,
Yeah.
if any of the guys,
From one champion to another. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh yeah, Steve won a
We can relate
championship
as
too
champions.
this season. You and Steve
oh,
won a
come
championship.
on, Steve. That, good company. I'm in good company
Oh yeah.
tonight, Steve.
I won one too.
Oh yeah.
We don't remember that. We don't
Oh man,
remember that.
it wasn't in one of my
Both of
leagues.
each other.
I won in somebody else's league. This was a bad
Oh,
season. I picked up Lamar Jackson, and as everybody knows, Lamar Jackson took a dud this season. This is my first year ever
Lord
picking him.
have
I
mercy.
always thought that this is what was going to happen, but every season that I didn't pick him up, he was a juggernaut. He was excelling, and then the one year that I pick him up is the year he wants to go here and yeah, and just put me in the fantasy books as a joke. It's crazy. It's
Well,
crazy.
look at here. I need him to be consistent with that on Sunday, like never before. If he, of all days for him to show up as a dud, I need him to show up as a dud on Sunday, and not go out with a bang.
Yeah.
We need all the help we can get.
Yeah, that's with them. It's like flipping a quarter. I don't think that he's 100%. I think that his back is really bothering him because he doesn't seem activated when he's on the field. And
Do you think they're gonna go with him or the other guy?
you will want them to go with him with by the way he's been playing because the other guy played very well, and the real reason for that was they finally did what they were supposed to do. They have a offensive juggernaut with the Henry on their team. Derrick Henry, they don't use him correctly, and they just started running the ball. If you saw last week, I think he had like 4 touchdowns. Was it 3 or 4, Steve?
Yeah,
35 carries.
Oh my!
35 carries, 4 touchdowns,
In
he was
fantasy
a beast.
football, he got
216
me
yards. Come on.
45 points.
Yeah, he was a beast.
Yes,
My goodness.
that
Yes.
they had the blueprint the whole time, but they just didn't use it. Just didn't use it.
Right.
Crazy.
I agree. But before you let you go, we got to ask you, what is your opinion on DK Metcalf? How do you feel about what happened with him with this 2-game suspension?
Uh-oh.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, Steve, because we're all adults here. At the end of the day, in short, what I can say about him is he knew better.
Yes.
And he's just apparently still got too much of a hothead. We took a risk by acquiring him, and he's everybody's skilled. How many players get washed up that are very, very skilled? And you at the end of the season, you juggle with what the league could do as an offense like that, interfering with fans, and he didn't even make contact. It was the illusion of,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
maybe they were trying to send a message to everyone else in the league.
Seven
Last two
Kevin's art.
games.
Seven Kevin's art said, "You go, girl." That they just typed that in.
Shout out to my sister. But yeah, he's got to know better. He's got to know better, and I believe he did.
Well,
And
let
it
me give you
just
a bit of
cost us when we
information
needed him
that
the
came up
most.
later on. When DK Metcalf played for Seattle, this same fan was heckling him in the stands, and they supposedly had him removed. And this is the same fan that he's been having issues with from when he was on Seattle and then to Pittsburgh. I know that doesn't change much for me, and I don't know how you felt about it. I just wanted you to know if you didn't know that bit of information.
I didn't know that to that extent, but I heard something about this being someone he was familiar with. And all the more reason, like, and I know my temperament is more chill and it's different,
Right.
but you gotta ignore people. The back of the end zone, like we lost to Cleveland as far as I'm concerned because we didn't have him. We got you because we don't have a lot of wide receivers.
Yeah.
You knew Austin the risk was just too big for you to gamble over your temper. I'm not condoning whatever that fan does, but clearly he's exploited that you allow him to get under your skin.
Yes.
Um, and it cost you $500,000 and two of the biggest games of this season.
My
Like, was it
goodness.
worth it? Of course it wasn't, DK.
You let your
Just do
whole team
better.
down.
You're too old for this. Do better, DK. For yourself. Anyway,
Hey, that's a
that's my 2
mouthful
cents.
right there. That's a mouthful right there. But thank you for calling in, Mel. Cong-
Thank y'all for having me,
Congratulations on
brothers.
being first.
Please.
And you know what? You don't have to send me any of your ESPN awards showing me that you're in first. I know right now that you're in first already. I know.
I didn't want to put it in the group chat. I didn't want to gloat too much, but perhaps a third crown next year, guys. Let's come on back. Let's talk together. Let's have another good time. It's always a good time in you.
Oh,
So
and in case if you guys didn't know, are you doing any signings anytime soon?
you so silly. We were on our way out of here, huh?
Oh, so
Why would I be doing signings? Why would I be
because
doing
I'm
signings?
let me let everybody know my little sister is a Power Ranger. She's the Yellow Ranger. She goes way back to the OG Rangers. And I just wanted to put it out there. And sometimes you go to different cities and sign autographs. So I just wanted people to know if you had a signing coming up, maybe that this name drop you a little bit.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I was one of the little young Yellow Rangers. My big girl, Nakia Burris, Karen Ashley, they're more adult, notable Yellow Rangers, and they're wonderful people. But we still collectively are active. They do a lot more signings than I do,
Right, right.
but I don't have a one that I'm confirmed for yet. But I hope to get to some of our popular ones that'll be coming up in 2026 around the summer.
Yeah, no,
And it'll
you
be
do
cool.
something.
I'll post it on social media if I do. But
Why don't you put your social media out there so they can hit your social media if they need to?
I appreciate that. Check me out on LaShawn Davis Official. That's on Instagram or the same LaShawn Davis Official on Facebook. My name is LaShawn D. So that's what I go by under Instagram as well. And hit me up. Drop me a line, say hi.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
post what I'm doing in the future.
Yes, yes. I went to one of your signings. It was pretty spectacular. Getting to see Zoran and everybody out there. That was pretty nice. But Thank you for calling in. Now we got to get to the sports, ma'am. We got to get to the sports.
Thanks.
No,
Thanks for having me, guys.
not a
Continue to have a
problem.
great show. I'll stay logged in.
Don't you need to go save somebody?
Yes, absolutely.
It should be. You gonna say
Uh,
it?
it's not morphin time, and
Ah, there you
goodbye.
go. Have a good one.
So
Thank you for
silly.
calling in.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Look, Steve, like you're having a couple technical difficulties over there. Oh, no, you're not coming through, sir. You're not coming through. But everybody, we getting ready to get into these NFL picks. Hey, Steve, why don't you just call in, sir, so we can do these picks? Oh, last week of football. This is disturbing. This hurts my heart. Last week of football. I don't know if you guys really like football the way I like football, but it's crazy. What's going on, Steve?
It's crazy. What's going on? Crazy. Car outage out here.
That makes sense.
Rain and heavy rain out here.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, right now, let's get into these picks, Steve. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. This is the last time I'm going to be able to do this for the season. For a complete sheet of all the games going on. But let's jump right in here. Saturday night, no Thursday night game. We got 2 Saturday night games, big games. First game, Panthers versus the Buccaneers. The revenge match. Carolina's going down there to Tampa Bay to take on Baker Mayfield, and we want some get them. And we about to get them. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. I'm going with Carolina. Don't act like y'all don't know. Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, Panther Nation. Let's get it. Who you going with, Steve?
I'm going to shock the world. I'm picking you guys to win.
Hey, Steve, I don't need you to help me out.
I see from the Buccaneers.
Oh, okay.
I don't like what I see from the Buccaneers, and I think the fact that they can't even control their own destiny is going to hurt them. I think Carolina's going to pull it out.
Oh, what an endorsement. Yeah. Steve's normally a hater against us. What an endorsement. Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much.
How do you know? As I already mentioned to you, if y'all win a playoff game, I will come on the show again wearing a Carolina Panther hat.
Hey, and that's going to mean a lot. That's going to mean a lot. Uh-oh, Steve, guess who's in the chat right now?
I see. I see that. Go Birds.
Lamont Mahalia.
I got you guys killing the Commanders, so I'm cheering for you guys too. Well, I want that top 5 pick, so go Birds.
Hey, there it is. Next game for Saturday, the Seahawks play the 49ers.
Ooh, this is a big one.
I'm going with the Seahawks. Who you going with, Steve?
I still don't trust Sam Darnold. I got to go with the 49ers. I don't trust Darnold.
All right, so we split right there.
He has to prove it to me that he can get it done in the big game.
We are split right there. I'm taking the Seahawks. You taking the 49ers. Moving right along to these Sunday games. And these Sunday games, which one has some sauce to it? You know, first we're going to start off with the Saints and the Falcons. That game means a lot to Carolina because it'll be a double win for us. Because if the Falcons win, it doesn't matter what happened in our game. Carolina still makes it to the playoffs. That means we got 2 ways to get in. But I don't want to win like that. I'd rather Carolina go and take care of business in Tampa Bay. But who you taking with? Saints or Falcons, Steve?
Well, I've already predicted Carolina's going to win. So it's a meaningless game, so I expect Kirk Cousins to do well. So I got the Falcons.
I'm taking the Falcons also. Now the Browns going there to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. I'm taking the Bengals. Who you taking, Steve?
Oh, the Bengals all day.
You don't think Shador can handle Joel Burrow and company?
Shador hasn't done much of anything all year except for get hype.
Whoa.
What's his record now? 1-5?
Whoa. And it's supposed to be like that. Because, see, people were down on Bryce Young the year he came in, and Bryce Young had bubblegum wrappers and peanuts for wide receivers. The Carolina Panthers, when Bryce Young got there, had no number one wide receivers. They put together a makeshift wide receiver core, and it's the same thing Shedeur Sanders is dealing with right now. I'm gonna need people to relax, take a deep breath, and Shedeur Sanders will be fine. Get him some wide receivers in over there. First, get him a number one wide receiver that's his guy, and you'll see a different story going over there in the Browns country over there. But that's just my opinion, but I think it's valid. Steve.
Yeah, look, he's a rookie. He's playing like a fifth round rookie would play. I mean, he's playing how you would expect him to play based on how he was drafted. So
yeah, I'm not putting it on him being the fifth round. I'm putting it on the team being high garbage. I'm putting on the team being high garbage when he got there with the players that they have. And I'm not saying the players on the team are all garbage, but they don't gel well together. They need to mix up that offensive scheme. The defense is stout. Everybody knows the defense in Cleveland is real. Now the offense just has to get real. And that means this draft, the Cleveland Browns need to be going wide receiver, tight end for the Cleveland Browns. So Shedeur has some money people around him. Then when he has quality people, then we can make a true assessment. That fifth round, I'm not buying into it. But hey, a lot of people have said it. A lot of people have said it. So
we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, now before we leave off of this, I have two questions.
Go ahead.
Do you think Watson comes back next year? And number two, do you think the Browns go after a quarterback in the draft?
I don't think the Browns go after a quarterback. Watson's coming back next year. They already have money invested in Watson. I don't see why they wouldn't see if Watson comes back hot and have Shedeur on the backup. That makes more sense to me. But get wide receivers over there.
Yeah, they got to get wide receivers. I mean,
that's a most definite right there. Judy is a third wide receiver at best, and he needs to go someplace where they already have a wide receiver core, and then he can eat. He can eat on the under while they have the number one and the speedy guy. Sounds legit to me. So both of us are taking the Bengals. Next game, which should be a good game. Oh, nah. They got Old Man Rivers. They didn't go get Cam Newton. They got Old Man Rivers, but I'm going to stop with that. I'm going to leave this guy alone. I'm going to leave him alone. And Colts at the Texans, I'm taking the Texans all day long because Phillip Rivers, which he did look good still, but just can't get there.
Well, let's announce today. The Colts said they're not going to start Rivers. They're going to start the rookie, Riley Leonard. Ooh. So that makes it even more imposing for the Texans.
Ooh.
So Rivers is done. They announced today they're going to sit him out. So it's going to be Texans all day.
Yeah. I asked them in the timeout, did you get what you bargained for by being disrespectful and going to get Phillip Rivers? Now, mind you, I feel if Phillip Rivers would have came in as a legitimate thought and not an afterthought where he was able to work out, I think it would have been a better experience for them. But just going and reaching over people that, frankly, are ready to go now, this is what we get. And no disrespect to Phillip Rivers because he was that guy. He came back and he looked decent. He just couldn't get any W's. But I believe Cam Newton would have came back and showed out for them. Cam Superman Newton. But that's just my beliefs. So I'm still taking the Texans. You're taking the Texans also, Steve?
Yeah, the Texans all day.
All right. Moving to the next game. The Titans go in there to play the Jaguars. And they're playing the souped up Jaguars with that addition that the Raiders was so nicely to do and give him that wide receiver, Myers, and now Myers is over there, and he's helping out. He's helping out. They look like a completely different team from the beginning of the season. They look like they got a jolt of energy. I'm taking the Jaguars in the easy win over the Titans. What you taking, Steve?
And I do want to say this to the Panther fans. The Jags, with Trevor Lawrence, they've given him what now, 5-6 years, and they've stood by him. He has never been taken out to be replaced by another quarterback. Panther fans need to watch this. Sometimes it just takes a quarterback a little longer. So with Bryce Young, give him a chance. Don't give up on him already, because Trevor Lawrence, God knows for 5-6 years he's been up and down. So right now he's definitely up. I'm going with the Jags all day. I think they could be a serious Super Bowl contender, and I think they're going to show out this week.
I appreciate that, Steve. I appreciate that because, I'm a avid member in a bunch of Carolina groups, and I'm into it with my Panther brothers all day long because a lot of them, they like football, but understanding football is a whole nother situation. They thought that Bryce Young, when he got drafted, was supposed to come in there and win. They overlooked the fact that when he came, that the Panthers gave away the number one wide receiver that was on the Carolina roster. So he came in there and he had to throw to, was it DJ Chalk and Adam Thielen? And both of them, not downing those players, they're players, but he had no true number one. And furthermore, both of those wide receivers, yeah, but furthermore, those wide receivers had to come in. They had to learn the playbook at the same time a rookie's learning the playbook. Nobody was on the same page. They all had to learn the playbook. It's the difference between knowing the playbook from year to year and having your favorite target and your favorite play. They had none of that. None of that. And this is the same time they got rid of our number one running back, Christian McCaffrey, who's over there with the 49ers looking wonderful, I might say. Wonderful. And they expected Bryce Young to do well. It is what it is, but I appreciate you for saying that. A lot of people just don't look at the obvious. The second year that Bryce Young played, now the wide receivers had to learn another playbook from another coach, a brand new coach, Coach Canales, that I like. I like Coach Canales. Now everybody has to get on page. They have to forget what they learned last year, and now they have to be on page with another coach, another scheme, and a whole different playbook. And people don't understand that. That was Bryce Young's first 2 years. First 2 years.
Yeah.
This third year is the only year that he's had a coach solidly for 2 years. And they're still figuring out the plays because this is the first year that he just got a number one wide receiver. I'm going to need people to understand what's going on. It takes time, like Steve said. It's a process. Trust the process, people. Trust the process. And you see, it just in a year where he has some stability, Carolina's competing for the NFC title. Hey, that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes when people said Carolina wasn't even supposed to win 5 or 6 games this season. That was the prediction. They've exceeded the prediction. Calm down, my Carolina brothers. But let's move on to these picks, Steve, because I'm so passionate about that. We could talk about that all day long.
I can feel that passion. That came truly from the heart.
It
was beautiful. I got a tear shoot up. You can't see it because my power is out. You can't see it right now. I'm talking here in the dark.
Oh man,
a tear is streaming down my eye because that was very well said. It was very eloquent.
Thank you. And
you're welcome.
It is what it is. And
I'm gonna close on Bryce. Like you said, Bryce Young was put in the worst situation a quarterback can ever be put in. But having a coach who didn't believe in him, stuck out there to start when he never should have started that rookie year.
Yes,
and had no time around. And so I will agree with you 100%.
I'm glad you put that out there because when we drafted Bryce Young, he's exactly right. Bryce Young wasn't supposed to play that first year. We got Andy Dalton to play that first year, and then once we didn't get CJ Stroud and that coach was displaced or distraught, he just threw Bryce Young to the wolves. You can see that he did not care about what was going on in Carolina, and he quickly got removed. You're not supposed to remove a coach, and you see that they didn't have any number one wide receivers. They made a horrible mistake, but now it's being rectified. And let's get on with these picks, Steve. We both taking the Jaguars, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Moving on to Green Bay, going down there to Minnesota to play the Vikings. I'm taking Green Bay. Who are you taking, Steve?
Green Bay all day, every day.
That's right. Now moving on to one of these meaningless games to a team that we both could care less about, but hey, they're playing the game, and I guess they're gonna put the backups in, and they're gonna make it a good game. Cowboys go down to New York to play the Giants. Let me get a quarter.
Well, the Giants are playing for that number one pick, so the Giants are trying to lose. I think the Cowboys are going to win just because.
Yeah.
The Giants ain't trying to play. The Giants and Raiders are battling for that number one pick.
Yeah.
So I got the Giants lose all day.
Yeah.
I take the Cowboys.
Yeah, we're both taking the Cowboys. Even though that game and nobody's getting anything, they're going for draft picks. No. That's a meaningless game. Next game is Jets, 1:00 game to play the Bills. Taking the Bills.
Man, the Jets can do nothing right. They were battling for the number one pick, and they decided to win a game they should not have won, and now they have no chance for the number one pick. So,
hey, ain't that like the Jets though?
It's just been a disaster.
Isn't that like the Jets though?
It's the Jets. I mean, it's so Jets. The only thing they could have done this year is get that number one pick, and they couldn't even do that right. So
it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's when you have a bad organization.
They win this game.
Yeah. Bad organizations do bad things.
Bad organizations do bad things, and that's keep in mind too. This is the last game at Highmark Stadium. So the Bills Stadium for the last 50 years, they're having their last game there. So it's going to be very emotional.
Oh yeah. You're
going to see Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, all the old Bills there.
So you know what? This is a game that I probably will put a couple of dollars on because the Bills are going to they're going to show out in this game. They're probably going to air this ball out. Yeah. This game is probably going to be one of those upside games where the Bills are in double digits and the Jets will have like 8 or 9.
Yeah,
something.
And
go ahead.
This should be a snowstorm. If ever a game should have a snowstorm, this game should have a blizzard. And just because.
That's the only thing that's going to help the Jets out is if there's a blizzard.
Yeah.
If there's a blizzard. Yeah. Lions and the Bears, Steve. The Bears.
Ooh. Yeah, the Lions have been. Would you say the Lions are the biggest disappointment this year? Would you put them as the biggest disappointment as far as expectations and just how they played out this year?
I would put them there because they belong there, but I can't give them that because their tight end got hurt, and now that I see that's a huge part of their offense. Without Sam Laporta, the Lions are not the same team. That guy does a lot for this team because it seems like the offensive coordinator or the coach, somebody got an issue with calling plays for their good guys. Like it seemed like they shut people down because Gibbs, he hasn't been getting the touches like he's supposed to. Is he hurt? Did you get a report about him being hurt?
Not that I heard of. If he is, he's not reporting it.
Hey, well,
yeah, I got the Bears. Like I said, I don't trust the Lions for anything anymore.
The Lions could win this game if they come out and play, but I'm taking the Bears because the Bears are just on the all-time high. I'm taking the Bears.
Yeah.
Chargers
I
and the
guess.
Broncos. This should be a good game right here, but I'm still taking the Broncos. Bo knows football, and I'm riding with Bo. Who you taking, Steve?
The Chargers are such a enigma. I don't know what to make of them.
They got Harbaugh.
They got Harbaugh. I don't fully trust the Broncos either, but I trust the Broncos more than I trust the Chargers. So I'm taking the Broncos too.
Unanimous. Now the Cardinals go down there to Los Angeles to play the Rams. I'm taking the Rams. Taking the Rams convincingly.
The way the Rams have been looking of late, I'm going to take the Cardinals with the upset. The Rams just that Falcon game was just such a disappointment. I'm going to take the Cardinals upset.
I'm taking the Rams. I believe it was an upset. It was a lapse. It was a lapse. It was a pure lapse. And when is Devontae supposed to be coming back? Are they going to wait for him to reactivate him in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a playoff decision.
Okay.
That's going to be playoffs.
Yeah, because that's a big thing right there. Because you can hone in on Puka when he's not in. It's more of a true double team when he's not in. When he's in, you can't really double team either one of them. So somebody's always open. And with Devontae Adams, it's almost impossible to beat the Rams. It's almost impossible to beat them when he's there. So, but I'm still taking the Rams over the Cardinals. I think they'll figure this one out. Now, another game that doesn't mean anything. Kansas City is going down there to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. Where's my coin?
It does mean something. This might be Travis Kelce's last NFL game.
What is it? What does that mean?
For Chiefs fans, it's sentimental. So I think the Chiefs are going to show out because
is Patrick Mahomes playing?
To go out on a strong note.
Is Patrick Mahomes playing?
Yeah.
No. I'm taking the Raiders.
Ooh, I got the Chiefs. There's nothing I've seen from the Raiders that makes you believe in them. Nothing.
I'm taking the Raiders in Las Vegas. I'm taking them. The Dolphins going there to New England to play the Patriots. And I want to thank you, Dolphins. Y'all did that thing for me. They hooked it up.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't finish it off, but hey, y'all still hooked it up. I'm going to go ahead and take the Patriots because the Patriots have just been stout this whole season. Stout.
Yeah. Dolphins have done their job. They're done.
Yep.
They're already on vacation. I'm sure that half the players aren't even going to show up for the game. They're probably already on South Beach. Like, do we need to go to this game?
There it is.
do we really need to go to this game?
And now
they're already So I got the Patriots.
There's no Sunday night game. Oh no, there is. This Sunday night game is the last game, and it's a meaningful game. But before that, the Commanders at the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles.
Fly, Eagles fly.
There it is. You know what Lamont's saying. Oh,
yeah.
And then last but not least, we have the Sunday night game. Ravens going there to Pittsburgh. And as you heard, my sister, she wants Pittsburgh to get in and destroy the Ravens. Will the Ravens show? Will we see the Ravens of old, or will we see these Ravens that look lackadaisical? Is Lamar going to play, or is he going to sit out? What's going on, Steve? I'm taking this. I don't know who I'm taking. You pick first, Steve.
Well, I heard he practiced today. Knowing his ego, I think he's going to play. If Lamar Jackson plays, I'm taking the Steelers. If Huntley plays, I'm taking the Ravens. That's kind of where I am now with the organization. They look better with Huntley. With Huntley, Henry gets the ball, as you mentioned earlier.
Right. And for me, I gotta go with Baltimore. Without Pittsburgh having their wide receiver, their number one wide receiver, I just feel like they playing handicap. You know what I mean? It's sad that DK did this to his team. Yeah, it's sad. It's very, very sad that he did this to this team. I hope Pittsburgh wins just for Mike Tomlin's sake, but I got to go with Derrick Henry. If they feed Derrick Henry, it should be another game like the last game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, if Derrick Henry gets that 30, 35 rushes, I got the Ravens. I just think with Lamar Jackson playing, for whatever reason, he won't feed him the ball.
There it is.
I don't know what it is. But, yeah, it should be a good game. Otherwise, I don't know.
Hey, there you have it. You got our picks. Oh, Steve, Mr. Glenn White is on. He said, Happy New Year's to us.
Thank you. Happy New Year's, Glenn. Happy New Year's. And like I said, as you heard, Glenn, I predicted you guys to win. So I think for like the second time this season, I think I'm like 2-15 picking against the Panthers. So
there you go.
I think the other time I picked you guys was against the Cowboys, and as you guys remember, I was correct. So I think you guys are gonna win this week.
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, Glenn White, thank you, sir. We gonna get it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for listening every week.
Yes.
And before we close out, I gotta announce that Miami did defeat Ohio State 24-14.
Woo!
So Miami is moving on, and Ohio State. That Ohio State coach is going to get the business. I would not want to be Ryan Day.
I told you the underdogs. Let's go get them, Miami.
Yeah. Man.
Yes, sir.
Ryan Day may need witness protection in Columbus because he's going to get the business.
Hey, Glenn White, Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, Panther Nation. Let's get them Saturday. We going down there to Tampa Bay. We don't care nothing about a Baker Mayfield. We just going to get this W. Let's keep it respectful and let's get it. And all you people for these New Year's, be safe out there. Be safe out there in these streets. It's nothing to play with. And hey, if you don't have a ride, take an Uber or a Lyft. Do yourself a favor. You know what I mean? Hey,
be safe.
Be safe.
And I'm going to apologize to everybody for my power going out. It just came back on about 4 minutes ago. So, and you live out here in LA, we got these storms, these floods coming up. So be safe out there, please.
Be very safe.
Listen to you guys next week.
And please like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend and tell that friend to tell a friend. Share it. But hit the like button. It's free. Just hit the like button. Hit the like button. Drop a comment. We will respond. We'll see y'all next week. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Blow the Whistle Sports. Peace.